Hello student, I am Madhu and I am going to explain the second part of the 13th chapter, Time and Motion. Now student, in this part we will study the speed. Speed is defined as the distance traveled by an object in unit time. That is called speed. Speed is equal to distance covered upon time taken. The unit of speed is meter per second or kilometer per hour. Here you can know that just we study the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Similarly, here we will study the uniform speed and non-uniform speed. If the speed of object is constant, it is called uniform motion or uniform speed. And if the speed of an object keeps changing, then it is called in non-uniform motion or non-uniform speed. Here the uniform speed and non-uniform speed I already explained you. Now, how can we measure the speed? The speed of an object can be measured if we know the distance covered by the object and the time taken. Example, if a car covers a distance of 100 km in 2 hours, then the speed of this car is, a student, according to definition, you know that speed is equal to distance upon time. The distance is 100 km and time is 2 hours. So the speed will be 100 upon 2 is equal to 50 km per hour. If we know the speed of the car and the time, we can find the distance covered by it. Suppose that here we find the distance, we find the speed 50 km per hour and the time is the 2 hours. According to definition, the distance is equal to speed into time. So here we write the 50 into 2 is equal to 100 km. If we know the distance covered by the car and the speed, we can easily find the time taken. Time taken is equal to definition of time taken or formula of time, the distance upon speed. Here we know the distance covered by the car is 100 km and speed is 50 km per hour. According to formula, the distance upon time, then we get the time is equal to 2 hours. Now student, now we will study how can we convert kilometer per hour into meter per second and meter per second into kilometer per hour. Here you know that the unit of time is kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour means kilometer upon 1 hour. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. When we divide and when we solve, we get 1 upon 3.6. If we get the speed in kilometer per hour, then if we divide the kilometer per hour by 3.6, then we get the kilometer per hour into meter per second. Similarly, if we get the speed or if we know the speed in meter per second, then we can easily convert into kilometer per hour. Here the question is given, if the speed is given in meter per second, that it can easily be converted into kilometer per hour and vice versa. To convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, we have to multiply 18 upon 5, and to cover the kilometer into meter per second, we multiply by 5 upon 18, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter and 1 hour is equal to 3600 second. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 1000 meter upon 3600 second, and we get the 5 upon 18 meter per second. Now, unit of time and speed. The basic unit of time is second. The larger unit of time are minutes, hour, and etc. The basic unit of speed is meter per second. A large speed or unit of speed is kilometer per hour. A student, in ancient time, we have no perfect device, or at this time we have many modern devices we can measure the time. But in ancient time, we have, or people, they use various type of device to measure the time. For example, in ancient time, the people use sundial, sand clock, water clock, and you know that sundial generally works. In ancient time, the people use sundial to measure the time, sand clock also to measure the time, water clock to also measure the time. And in modern time, we have various type of device for, you know, that mechanical wristwatch, pendulum, atomic watch also. Now we will study the simple pendulum. A simple pendulum has a small metallic bob suspended from a stand by a thread. If the bob is taken to one side and released, it moves to and fro. The to and fro motion of the simple pendulum is called periodic motion or oscillatory motion. You can see in this picture there is a one thread and bob, here the bob, and here in the second picture you can see the A position, O position, and B position. O position is the mid position. When the bob moves from O to A and again return A to O and goes to O to B and again return B to O, then one complete oscillation is called. Here the time period, the time taken by pendulum bob to make one complete oscillation is called time period. It means movement of bob, I already said, from A to O, B, again B to O and come to A. That is called time period. Second example I am going to give. If the bob is O, the movement of bob O to A to O, O to B, and again B to O, then this oscillation is called one complete oscillation. Now we are going to study speedometer and odometer. And student, you know that you have bike, scooter, or various type of bike. On the head of the bike we can see the speedometer and odometer. Speedometer tells it is a device which measures the speed of the vehicle in kilometer, and odometer is a device which measures the distance covered by the vehicle. Now here we will study the graphical representation of the various type of things. Here you can see that is a bar graph, and here that you can see a bar graph showing the runs scored by a cricket team in each over. Here the second picture you can see the pie chart, a pie chart showing the composition of the air. Now here you can see that a line graph showing the change in weight of a man with the age. Means when the age increases, the weight also increases. But the weight increases in not constant way, various type of way. Means in 2 years the weight is 10 kg, and the 4 year the again the between the 10 and 20 kilometer 20 kg. 14 year you can see the graph, or 16 year, 18 year. This we can represent the age and weight of the people or of a man on the graph. Now we are in this graph we will study how can we represent the distance according to the time. Here you can see that this is the distance, this is the uniform motion or uniform speed, because in 1 second the distance 5 meter, second the distance 10 meter, again the third second, means each second the distance covered by object is 5 meter. Here for representation we take the time on OX axis and the distance we will take on OY axis. Now we will study. Now here we will study the stationary object. You can see in the figure number 13.11. You can see the each second of the time, 1 second, 2 second, 3rd second, 4th second, 5 second, 6 second, the distance of object does not change. The distance 5 meter in first second, the second, again the distance 5 meter, third second the distance 5 meter, fourth second the distance 5 meter, fifth second the distance again the 5 meter, and the sixth second the distance again the 5 meter. It means with respect of time the distance of object does not change. It means this object is not in motion. In another way we can say that the object is in rest or a stationary condition. But in the second graph you can see that the object covers first second 5 meter, again the second 10 meter, third 15, fourth 20, fifth second 25 meter, sixth second 30 meter, and seventh second 35 meter. Means each second the object covers 5 meter the distance. It means this object shows uniform motion, and when we draw the graph of uniform motion we get the straight line of the graph. Now in this example you can see the object covers different distance in the different time. Just for example, first second the object covers 1 meter, second the object must cover 1 meter but it covers 3 meter, the difference is 2 meter. Again the third second the object covers 5 meter, again the fourth second the object covers the 10 meter. Means the difference between third second and fourth second the object covers 5 meter. So here we can see that this object does not cover equal distance in equal interval of time, and when we draw the time distance graph then we can get the zigzag line. We do not get the straight line, we will get the curved line. The curved line shows that this object has non-uniform motion. Now student, we are going to study the velocity and speed. What is the velocity? Velocity is a vector quantity that signifies the magnitude of the rate of change of position and also the direction of the object's movement. Means velocity has a definite direction. When the object start to move with a particular distance with a speed, then speed is called velocity. But speed has no definite direction. So speed is a scalar quantity. Vector means in Hindi it is called सदिश. स means होता है with, दिस का मतलब होता है डायरेक्शन. मीन्स वेलोसिटी में एक फिक्स डायरेक्शन होती है कि इन विच डायरेक्शन द ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूविंग, बट इन स्पीड हैज नो फिक्स्ड डायरेक्शन. वी कैन से दैट द स्पीड ऑफ दिस स्कूटर इज 200 किलोमीटर पर आवर. दैट इज गिवन इन ओडोमीटर. So this is the difference between velocity and speed. Means another way I am going to tell again, if the object is moving in a particular direction with a speed, then it is called velocity. If the object will not move in any particular direction, then speed is called speed. It is not called velocity. Now then you can understand the different topic that I explained here. I hope you understand this chapter very carefully. Now I am going to end this chapter. Thank you.